Coloured smoke on and hopefully pulling up into a loop. About to see a quite extraordinary formation changes because, well, it's difficult enough, I imagine, to change formation during an aerobatic manoeuvre, but they're going to change from a very tight formation into a very wide one and then collapse into a tight one again, which is something that I don't think you really see from any other aerobatic teams.
Now shooting in 150 frames to get some really nice slow-mo bits that we can use after the show.
Smoke about to come on again, over the top. Oh, that's fantastic against this blue sky. Collapsing back into penta formation at the end. That's such a lovely colour of aircraft in these sort of conditions. Bright yellow.
Is a little like the Belgian F-16, which we're looking forward to seeing as well. You know, a dark aeroplane on this sky. Adam and I both very nerdy about the way that aircraft look against the sky when it comes to video. It can get quite frustrating filming grey aeroplanes on grey skies, so this is a real treat.
So 3 formation changes coming up in quick succession now. In fact, the first has just occurred into diamond formation, and they'll enter a 360-degree turn with those 2 remaining formation changes during the turn. Out again into a very wide formation shape, the widest of them all. This is Albatross. The coloured smoke about to come on again, and then the smoke will go off and they will collapse into Eagle formation, which represents the aircraft that they fly, the T-50B Golden Eagle.
Give you some idea of how wide they are. That's as wide as I can go on this lens. Oh no, I take it back out. I've got a little bit more. Spreading themselves really nice and widely, very quickly as well.
Yes, they are remarkably fast formation changes. And yet another change there, back into, is that Big Arrow again? I don't have that noted down.
No doubt provided commentary over the weekend. And
yes.
Of course, Ben Donnell and Mark Munwaring will take us through the weekend proper, but I don't know about you, but I think Adam's done a decent amount of research here, so grateful for a little bit of information about what we're seeing.
Well, a barrel roll next in victory formation. Towards the end of the first section of the display, the section where all 8 aircraft perform these graceful formation manoeuvres. Penultimate manoeuvre of this part of the display now. We'll see them spread out into another very wide formation, and then come past us in a straight and level fly past before turning the smoke off and doing simultaneous aileron rolls. And after they've done that, there'll be another impressive formation change with the two outside aircraft pitching up into rollbacks. And then the team will pull up into a very graceful wing over in canard formation. But here come the simultaneous rolls. And then pull up into a quarter clover to start the second part of the display with perhaps their most famous manoeuvre of all, other than the Tiger coming up later on where they draw the Korean flag in the sky. But this is very photogenic. It is the rainfall manoeuvre.
Take two, Andy.
The smoke about to come on. Swapping into an echelon formation, and they call that vortex. This lovely blue sky, they should be drawing a heart. Third aircraft dives in to complete the heart, we continue looking straight ahead because running in already is the 5-ship formation coming straight towards us. Two extremes of the T-50's flight envelope here. Two aircraft that just drew the heart, doing some very slow high alpha flight. And then approaching high behind them. Approaching high behind them is the aircraft that just drew the spear through that heart, and he is going to cross between the middle of them and then fly a loop before crossing them again. two groups of aircraft rolling concurrently. That's very dynamic, and now they'll form up in a line abreast formation for a loop on full afterburner. Coming in from the right, the soloist for a sneak pass as the main formation exits the loop. One of them about to break away and create that tiger shape. Absolutely original to the Black Eagles, an extraordinary piece of sky art. Spontaneous round of applause from the Riat enclosure there, but there's plenty more to come. And then split on the way up, departing in two different directions as a two-ship and a four-ship, and then cross again on the way down. The manoeuvre is over, they'll split in opposite directions in what's called the cross break. One of them pulling positive G, one pushing negative G before they exit on the right 45. And as they depart, the next group of aircraft is running in beneath them from the right. One of them about to roll inverted, another one flying close formation with the inverted aircraft, and the remaining two barrel rolling around their smoke trail. This is the double helix. Changes known as the Eagle Snatch. They'll start off in line astern and perform a barrel roll, and just as the nose lights come towards us, there'll be a very dramatic formation change as the two wingmen move out to the sides of the formation. So here comes that formation change now. Turn back towards us again, forming up into that tight line astern formation for a second time. And once again, as the nose lights come towards us, this time with coloured smoke on, they will split apart back into that wide box formation. Here they are. Two aircraft barrel rolling around the formation, and now they're going to split in a manoeuvre they call the dizzying brake.
Levelled out and performed a simultaneous aileron roll.
Yes.
Another display team might have called that, straight and level, right to left, and performed that manoeuvre as, the dramatic manoeuvre that it is. But for these, it's just the final flourish.
Yes.
The previous minute's worth of the display. I think it's an astonishing display. I really do. It's helped by the aircraft's capability.
Well, and this is something else that impresses me: the complexity of organising the smoke. Because it's not even as simple as, like the red arrows, juggling how much smoke you're using. They've also got to make sure that they're not using any coloured smoke any time around the afterburner being used, because the dye burns in the afterburner trail. It's why you don't see many afterburning jets with coloured smoke, and it can create this sort of nasty brown line which they want to avoid. So there's a lot to consider with their smoke, as well as the display and the choreography of the flying itself.
Well, that is clearly the other aspect of this, the capability of the aircraft, but clearly an astonishingly well drilled display. Very impressive.
I think I know what's about to happen here, and I'm very, very excited by it. We're about to get a manoeuvre that I wasn't sure we would see in the UK. This is their very impressive landing brake for when the ground level permits. They call it the typhoon brake. It's a bit like rainfall earlier, but just wait and see what happens as these 8 aircraft exit the manoeuvre on the downline. And I bet you've never seen anything like that before. I certainly haven't. What a way to get 8 aircraft into the landing pad.
I hope you enjoyed that as much as we did. If you did enjoy it, that was our rehearsal, ladies and gents.